Hello and welcome to our Factoring Sums of Cubes video. Today we're going to be focusing our attention on another factoring pattern. In this case, we're going to be working with a pattern in which two cubic expressions are added together, and we're going to see how we can break it apart into its initial factors. So let's go ahead and start off by introducing the actual pattern. Let's say we have two particular cubic expressions added together. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a cubed and b cubed, and I'm going to add them together. Should you have a cubed plus b cubed, we can always go ahead and factor this one out as a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So that's the actual pattern that we'll be analyzing. And let's go ahead and see some examples relating to the pattern. Let's take a look at example 1. Example 1 says, factor x cubed plus 27. Notice in our original pattern we have two cubic expressions added together. Here we already have a cubic expression. We're adding something else. And as long as we can make this into a cubic expression, we should be able to use this pattern. So let's go ahead and factor 27 out and see if we can rewrite it as a cubic expression. Now, notice that since 27 is 9 times 3, and 9 is the same as 3 times 3, we can write it as 3 cubed. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite x cubed plus 3 cubed in here, and that will be pretty much the same as x cubed plus 27. With that said, I'm going to pay close attention, and I can say, well, this one, my x, it's taking my place of my a here, and my 3, it's taking my place of my b here. So I'm going to go ahead and say, well, pretty much I have that a is equal to x, and b is the same as 3. Therefore, I can actually go ahead and substitute these values into this particular pattern. So I have, this is just x plus 3 times x squared minus x times 3 plus 3 squared. Now our job will be just to simplify this particular expression. So now I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it here, and I'm going to say that this is just x plus 3 times x squared, and then I have negative x times 3, which is just negative 3x, plus 3 squared, which is just 9. Notice, since we substitute in the values, this will give us what we call the factor form of x cubed plus 27. Therefore, we can just say that x cubed plus 27 is the same as x plus 3 times x squared minus 3x plus 9 in factor form. So notice, all we were doing here was to really recognize our expression in terms of the given pattern. So let's go ahead and see another example. Again, I'm going to write my pattern as a cubed plus b cubed is the same as a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. And let's go ahead and relate that back to our example here. Example 2 says the following. Factor 8x cubed plus 125 times y cubed. Well, it would be great if we can recognize this one's as cubes and this one's as cubes. Since we have an addition, we can use this sum of cubes technique. So as long as we can be able to factor things out in terms of cubes, we should be fine in using this particular technique. Now, let's pay close attention because 8 is the same as 2 cubed. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that one as 2 cubed times x cubed here plus 125 is the same as 5 cubed. Okay, so I'm going to write that down as 5 cubed times y cubed. Now, using our properties of exponents, I can rewrite this one as 2x quantity cubed plus 5y quantity cubed. And that's very nice because that's now matching our pattern of a cubed plus b cubed. Now notice here, I can just say then that a, it's the same as 2x, and b is the same as 5y. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to this pattern here, and we're going to substitute those values. So instead of a, I have 2x plus, instead of b, I have 5y, and this is times 2x, I'm going to do another parenthesis here, squared, minus 2x times 5y plus 5y, and I'm going to use another parenthesis here, squared. So let's go ahead and simplify things out. So this happens to be 2x plus 5y times 2x squared. So 2 squared is 4. X squared is just x squared. And then here I have negative 2x times 5y. So negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. And then I have the xy there. And then plus 5 squared, which is 25. And then y squared, which is just y. Now notice that that's really our factor form. So we can argue the following way. We can say, therefore, 8x cubed plus 125y cubed is the same as 2x plus 5y times 4x squared minus 10xy plus 25y squared. And that's your factor form corresponding to this sum of cubes. That concludes our quick video on factoring sums of cubes. Good luck with your homework.